Hi, and welcome back to the Bfe Podcast. Guys, I'm super excited to bring you this episode. Honestly, haven't shot a pod in, I think, 2 weeks. It's just, I'm a dad. It's been a crazy whirlwind. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. The wifey will hit me with, like, hey, we got this plan. Honestly, a couple of the guests had, like, stuff come up, and we got to be super flexible and stuff, but we're still trying to pump out a podcast every Monday to you guys, so hopefully you guys are following along on this journey. Hit that subscribe button, like button, and follow us on all other socials. They'll be popping up back here. TikTok is almost to 500 followers, which is pretty cool. We started at like 2-something, which is pretty cool to me. And then the YouTube channel is up to 130 subs, so thank you so much for subbing. Instagram's over 100, and we're just steadily going that. Typically, I'll post stories on that, and I'll only post on the actual Instagram when I think it's, like, I guess, worthy of it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, that's pretty much it for all the channel growths. Wildman Dan's on, finally back. I guess you were on the last episode. I feel like there's just a hiatus of...
I feel like when I don't shoot, you don't shoot as well. Sometimes.
Kind of, yeah. Well, we're booking up the rest of the last 2 months. October's almost full, and then November and December we got some good guests coming up for you guys. And then I think the trauma unit's definitely going to come back, Matt Black, and then I think Dan's going to fill in on one of those, and then probably Brandon will do the other one. But he's going to definitely be a reoccurring guest. You guys definitely seem to really like him. Then
it's kind of hard not to like Matt.
Oh, dude, he's a sweetheart of a guy.
I love Matt.
But one other thing that me and Dan definitely want to announce is we're really going to want to do a sweatshirt. I know the other merch got put on hold, but I think we could definitely push out just one sweatshirt from each of us. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. We'll start posting and giving you guys designs and stuff like that.
What we could do?
What?
We need to make those designs. Mm-hmm. Like, we'll specifically put, we'll each have a design. But I want us to be able to put our own stamp on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could.
That'd be kind of a cool way
we could even just put LM or I don't know.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but I just thought that would be kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie, your design compared to mine is gonna be way different.
Because I saw that's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying our two styles are completely different. Yeah, your shirt right now, I would never rock that.
Yeah, you would.
I just my this is me. Small, tiny on front, throw whatever you... Now, his face was on my back, and then it just said, Hardy right here, solid. I'll rock that shit. I told my assistant today at work, I was like, bro, I could have, just the BFE podcast and then a dog ripping a duck's head off or something on my back. I don't care, it's on the back. It's cool. My shirt right now, me and my wife, we ran into Rule King. Like I said, BFE, we out here. There's a place called Rule King, and it's like a Walmart just for country people. They legit have everything, but it seemed like they just... and you can buy a lot of dope guns. All right, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm like a fucking squirrel. I'm so sorry. We're walking in there. We walk past the guys' clothing section. Bro, this shirt, I got 5 of these. I got a shirt for my wife, my kid, my son, and my daughter. All for $80.
It's pretty cheap.
Dude, this was $10. Each shirt was $10. I was like, and they were dope. They're exactly what I wanted. Little thing up front. I think I got a dog or something on the back. But yeah, I don't know.
I like the outrageous shit.
Yeah, I remember when we were, when I put out the first BFE sweatshirt and shit, you were like, dude, is there any way we could, do some crazy, thing? And I was like, maybe for the first one, but I say with the sweatshirt design, I want you to go whole hog, whatever you want, and then we'll talk to our sweatshirt girl, and hopefully we can get something set up for you guys, and you guys can support the channel. Like I said, I'm so grateful for everyone to click on that subscribe button and just follow us along this journey. We're up to 40 videos now, and I think we're 8 to 9 months deep into this thing, and hopefully we're getting a little better at this. Talking to the mic, the edits and stuff are getting a little better. TikTok's definitely doing a little better. That's pretty much the main channel.
Up, so.
Yours is?
Yeah, dude.
What are you up to now?
I average probably 1,000 views on each one.
You're joking?
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I don't even get that. I typically do 250 to 300 every video I post. And then now they're starting to get like between 50 to 65 likes and a couple comments. But I have to ask the wife if I'm allowed to like
my Browns
the
ones,
comments.
dude. One of them has like 1,600 views, 200 likes.
My top one has 2,700 views and stuff, but that's not like my average is around 250. But it's cool to play around with it because like my wife, she's got 2 channels now that are over 1,000, like a couple thousand followers each of them, and she'll have like they're both dog channels. Go check them out, Morrison Pups. That the one that she blew up has got 530,000 views, and then like that's what I said. People just send us dog shit to like review and like stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But just growing the channel and stuff like that, I get to ask her like if I'm about to post a TikTok. Typically, I'll post once a day on TikTok and then upload that to my stories and stuff like that. So I'm able to get content out to you guys because that's the number one thing I keep hearing is you just got to keep pushing content. Typically, you're supposed to post 4 to 5 times a day on TikTok, but I can't do that. Like I said, I got a fucking baby, full-time job, side work, fucking running this podcast, shit like that. So
I mean, if you want it to be quality stuff, it's definitely going to dip into the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can post shit 4 or 5 times a day.
Well, I don't know. Like the TikTok I'm getting ready to post after this, it's a little golf content. I'm trying to switch it up too. Like, you can't always post the same shit. So like, I only posted like clips from this, but that's what I wanted the channel to be about. Well, in the beginning it was like if you scroll through the beginning of my TikTok, it's just the Bfe podcast, that black screen with the writing coming up, and it's all you see. But now it's like pictures of me, pictures of my truck, pictures of even the baby, like our dogs, like. Because I want them, like, to see the real Bfe Boys, like, and that's us. So, clearly you're a big-ass Browns fan, and, like, you're just big into sports and stuff. And then you'll post every once in a while, like, a trippy little picture or something.
Yeah.
Which is cool, so. Go ahead and follow us on all those, and I guess let's just jump right into it. We've already checked off a couple things. We got a little intro, channels, and sweatshirts. Dan.
What's up?
Summer's ending.
I know it's
Summer's wrapping up.
I don't know. I like the fall. I enjoy the fall.
I'm a fall slut. I love the fall. I love the boots. I always wear rocking boots.
Yeah,
actually, that's not true. Honestly, my wardrobe has switched up a lot. I think it's just because of the leg sleeve. I'll do short shorts, and like t-shirt or definitely a baseball jersey. Baseball jersey's been fucking huge for me. It seems like everyone's getting them. Brandon, Chase.
I like baseball jerseys.
Dude, they're fucking dope.
I've worn them for a while.
They're awesome.
I don't have that many. I only have like 2 or 3.
I got 6 now. I'm trying to get all of them.
I have a sweet ass
holy shit.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh, really?
Orioles jersey, yeah.
I
haven't worn it in a long time.
I should get one. Orioles. That's orange and black, right? Those are pretty cool colors.
Yeah, they're fucking sweet.
All right, so yeah, summer's ending. That means boats getting wrapped up.
Nick's
no
done.
more lake stuff.
I think Nick already put his boat away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he invited us out. Shout out to Nick. Love you, brother. One more time to get out on the boat, but things just didn't work out.
Yeah, me neither. He asked me. I didn't go.
Golf season's pretty much wrapping up. I haven't really been able to get out there that
you can
much.
Golf
but
during the fall.
Kind
of
nicer
everyone. Days.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just too windy and like cold, and then the problem is the leaves on the fucking. Dude, I shit you not. I just went down to Mastodon right down the road, and now the first ball, I haven't golfed in like 2 months, but the first ball fucking shanked the shit. Whatever. You get a breakfast ball off the fucking tee. But the second one, piped that thing right down the middle, lost it.
In the leaves?
No. This was when leaves haven't really fallen yet. So, and I had my wife and my baby out there, and like we were just cruising around. It was awesome, but yeah, I fucking lost him. He was with his dad's or some shit. Yeah. Shout out to them. They're getting ready to pop out a little nugget.
Really?
Wednesday. Yep. So prayers out to them. Healthy baby.
What's his name?
Reese.
Yeah, that's right.
Reese. And if you ever have any digging or excavating stuff, hit up Reese. But yeah, any summer plans that you wish you could have got to, or you're happy about, or reminiscent about that? Hey, bro, this was fucking dope.
I think we all got around to it. I really wish I would have been able to go on that bachelor trip. I really did, dude, but I was like, I think work was just crazy at the time because I think I was working at that roofing company.
I'm not gonna lie,
it was nuts.
You missed out.
Yeah, I know.
It was unbelievably.
Are you gonna double down on the going to Nashville for New Year's thing? I'm down. I'm probably gonna go.
I mean, have you ever been?
Dude,
it is awesome. Nashville's so freaking fun, especially if you're a single dude. The women down there is insane. They almost look fake. I'm not joking, dude. I went down there and for Taylor's bachelorette party because I stood on her side, and me and Mike, and I walked up to this one chick. I swear to God, you know Khaleesi from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
She was wearing a wig, and
Daenerys.
Yeah, dude. I walked up to her. I was like, "Listen, you look just like the chick from Game of Thrones." She was like, "You're the fourth person that said that." I was just like, "Well, I'm just saying you look identical to fucking Khaleesi, bro." So shout out that chick. But it's so fun. Awesome. All the bars are fucking dope, especially if you have a good group to party with. Because like I said, I mean, I'm fucking wiped up, so I'm out there just wiggling around. I'm living my best life, and just hanging out with some of my best friends and stuff. It was an awesome time. Shout out Nashville if you ever get a chance to go.
But
what do you mean?
In Nashville.
No. It I think it starts getting cold more in November, kind of, because you gotta remember that's a little farther down south. You know what I mean? Not too far, but it's still a little farther down.
New Year's is after November.
Oh shit!
So
I New Year's didn't even click in my brain.
Yeah.
I doubt I'm gonna be able to go to that. Absolutely.
I'll probably go.
I mean, you should, dude. You're a fucking single dude. Like, you'd be stupid not to, honestly. Now, I'm not gonna say you're gonna bring back a fucking winner, because a lot of those chicks down there, they're just going down there to have fun, and then they just go home. You know what I mean? Yeah. Unless, actually, that's not true. I know a buddy that did find a chick down there, and they ended up dating.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially for us, it's a little different. Like, you definitely.
Why, 'cause you're older?
Well, no. I'm just saying, we live pretty close to Tennessee. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Dude, it's like 6 hours away.
6.5. You ain't driving 6.5 hours to meet a chick.
No.
And that's coming from someone that did like a medium distance. I used to drive 2 hours. I dated 2 chicks from Cleveland, pretty much. Well, not really. One went to Kent State, and the other one was in like Cleveland almost. And I'm just like, fuck. Dude, that drive gets old real fucking quick.
That drive, is the most boring fucking drive in the world.
I don't know about the world, but yeah,
dude,
it's pretty bad.
There's nothing out there.
Like, it's pretty. It's pretty.
It is if you like the countryside
I like
and
that
stuff,
kind
which
of
is
shit.
cool. But but you can only do it so many times before you're like, okay, like I've seen all this before. Like,
wonder what
and it's like one road.
No, I bet Texas, all those like Kansas, all those places would suck ass. It's just. Oh, Arizona's kind of shitty too.
Oh,
like,
sure, it's all
you
desert.
just fucking, and you can't. There's nothing. There's a bushel like, just like what the fuck? A road runner running by or some shit. But I don't know. So any summer plans that you wish you would have chipped off the list or checked off the list that you?
Yeah, probably just that bachelor party. Other than that, I feel like I had a pretty good summer.
That's good. Any things like. You wish you would have, I don't know. I guess the only reason I say that is because Ohio is so bipolar. Summer, you really have to hit it hard, and then winter, a lot of times, like, some people just get depressed. They're just like,
Dude,
it's
we're
not
in
just
October.
the snow.
It's still like 80 degrees outside.
I know. I think it got up to like 74, 75 today. It was actually pretty nice. It was really nice, to be fair.
That's nice today.
Yeah, pounded out my job, and then I got off at, like,
I just got a raise.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're still at Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Are you liking it?
Yeah. Now, well, they gave me like basically kind of a promotion.
Oh, what do you do now?
Same thing, but it's bigger packages, less stops, and I might have to drive like an hour away. So it's like 30 minutes in between stops. Dude, 90% of my day is just driving.
Yeah.
And the other 10% is me getting one package off the truck, putting it on a doorstep. Like the other day, I had 8 stops.
The whole fucking day?
The whole day.
Damn.
It's not that bad.
No, I don't know. I mean, what are you consuming? Are you music or are you getting into podcasts?
I listen to podcasts.
Dude, what podcast are you listening to?
Joe Rogan.
That's the only one?
Not the only one. I mean, I listen
There's
to like
so many
Your
good
Mom's
ones.
House and
Your Mom's House?
Yeah.
It's pretty. I like Two Bears, One Cave.
New Heights.
Than Your Mom's House. Never heard of New Heights. What's that one?
Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can jump into that here. One second. I'm going to grab a water real quick. Why don't before we jump into the Kelce's and stuff, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about the sports? update him in the sports world. I'm gonna grab a water.
Well, I mean, if you're into like sports betting and things like that, I have a few picks that I think are a lock. But specifically, one is I personally think that the 49ers versus the Cowboys is a lock.
For the Super Bowl?
No. Just the game. Just the game.
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
And it's kind of sad to say this because my father-in-law is a ginormous Cowboys fan, but yeah, San Francisco is definitely going to the Super Bowl if they stay healthy.
Well, the NFC is not that hard. That's the thing. The NFC is not that stacked, but they're really good. Like I'm saying it's probably most likely gonna be San Francisco in the Super Bowl because the NFC's not that good. Other than the Eagles, and they've played like shit. Jalen Hurts looks like shit.
Why, dude? It's like Joe Burrow kind of fell off. Fucking.
Well, Joe Burrow's hurt. They played him hurt.
That's so stupid. Why would you do that?
Because somebody explained it perfectly. I was actually listening to somebody the other day, and they were just saying that they think that Cincinnati is drunk on Joe's juice, which means like how we used to view Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. Like if you knew that if Tom Brady had the ball with 2 minutes left in the game, you're fucked. You're like, we're up by 3, but he's going to score. Mm-hmm. We're fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
9 times out of 10. And it's like, when somebody like that gets hurt or faces adversity, you just always think that they're going to come out on the other side. Nobody ever thinks, like, what about the other part where it doesn't really work out?
He just keeps getting fucking more injured.
You just sign him to a $300 million contract, $275 if you want to be
What was guaranteed, do you know?
I think $250.
200,
something like that.
No way.
Yeah.
$250 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Shout out Joe Burrow. We played against that dude. That's insane.
250 or something. I'd have to look into it. I don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure more like 150.
Dude, they're all doing that now.
Well, I know it, but it almost seems like every time they do it, it bites them right in the ass.
Not really.
Who's a quarterback that's been paid that like shows up?
Russell
Westbrook,
Patrick Mahomes,
yeah.
Josh Allen.
Did he get paid?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He signed a big deal?
Blowing up my phone. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Hopefully it's some chicks.
Holy shit.
Was it the group chat?
No. I have that on silent.
Same. You have to, dude. There's too many people in it.
Hold on. I gotta tell my friends to fuck off for a second.
Okay. He's gonna tell his friends, hey, don't text us. We're on the coolest podcast in the world. Dun, dun, dun.
Second coolest podcast.
Joe?
Joe Rogan's got us
That's
beat.
true.
We'll be there one day.
Maybe one day. We're going to keep struggling for you guys. Not struggling, but having fun. Hopefully you guys are following along.
But yeah, I mean, I just think that the whole Joe Burrow thing, it is really stupid. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that happened to Baker Mayfield in Cleveland.
It's too early.
And I'm not saying that Joe Burrow is Baker Mayfield.
No.
Calm the fuck down, okay?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that Cincinnati is in the same type of like mindset that Cleveland is, like where your team was really fucking bad for a long time, and then you finally got somebody who's pretty good, like good enough.
Very good.
I mean, he's very good.
Yeah.
I just mean in terms of Baker Mayfield, he was pretty good. Like he was decent.
I never thought they should have gotten rid of Baker. That's such a bullshit.
Happens. But what happened was with Baker Mayfield is that he got hurt. We played him anyway. Well, he wanted to play. That's the problem.
Well, guess what?
And
the guys that are above him should be like, hey, I know you want to fucking play. I don't give a fuck. We just invested millions of dollars in your ass. Sit the fuck on the bench, buddy. Like,
well, the problem is, too, is that he was on a contract year. Mm-hmm. And he decided to play hurt, played like shit, because he wanted to be the hero of Cleveland, which is fine.
I get it, yeah.
It's fine.
Once you get in that spotlight, like, it's hard.
But he played like shit, and it didn't work out, and you looked like ass. And who the fuck is going to sign somebody to a $200 million contract after they look like ass? You're just not going to
is that what he wanted?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted a max deal. Of course, he's fucking took us to the first playoff win we've had in 20 years, you know? But
yeah,
the point being is that they should have sat Joe Burrow. He shouldn't be playing. I love Joe Burrow, even as a Cleveland fan. I root for him all the time.
It's just like Zeke.
And
like wherever Zeke goes and plays, I'm a fucking fan of Zeke.
And but yeah, I mean, it's just a fucking travesty. And the thing is I personally think he's gonna end up leaving. Like, I really do.
No, he's not.
You know why?
He just signed a max deal.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Someone's going to buy him out?
If they don't fucking start to protect him, they cannot figure out the O-line. The O-line's terrible. I don't know what happens.
They need to get fucking Jason Kelsey over there.
They're bringing dudes in for big-time deals, like big $100 million deals for
the line?
And they're terrible. Like, they're terrible. And they come over there, and it's got to be a coaching problem or something, but it needs to be figured out because Andrew Luck retired when he was 28 because the Colts couldn't fucking protect him. He kept getting injured. They fucking literally retired one of the best quarterback prospects the NFL has seen in the past, like, probably 30 fucking years. Like, Andrew Luck was that guy.
He wasn't.
No, he was good.
Let's be real. Did the Colts fucking win a Super Bowl with him?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
He played for fucking 3 years.
That's not a long time.
No, not at all.
No. Well, I feel like you're agreeing with my argument. How can you say he was like the greatest of the great when
he was just he was going to be a generational talent.
I think he was on the cusp.
Yeah, he was on his way, and then
to be fair, good for him. You know what I mean? Maybe he made some money and fucking was like, hey buddy, like you
but
guys.
But the shitty part is that shouldn't have been the ending of the story. Is what I'm gonna say, and people are more aware of that now. Like with head injuries, things like that. If you can't protect these players, they're gonna fucking leave because they don't want to deal with that. Especially somebody like Joe Burrow. Or anybody would pay Joe Burrow $300 million to play football for him because they might win a fucking Super Bowl.
I mean, he's got the talent, clearly. He already made it to a Super Bowl.
What, his second year in the NFL?
That's like, unheard of. I mean,
it's crazy. Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl second year in the NFL.
What's crazy to me is, like, I don't understand why these fucking teams, and this could be me talking out of my fucking ass, because a lot of times what I do, and you guys might be like, what a pud, but I'll watch just the highlights of games. Like I said, I'm a pretty busy guy. Like I don't have enough time in the day to sit down and watch fucking 2 hours of football. Like I'd rather be doing something else or playing with my kids or fucking hang out with the wifey. Like just doing something else. Like I'm sorry. Now if the game's on, I'll watch it. But like other than that, I'm not gonna go out of my way to fucking watch it. And it's kind of sad because I used to be a ginormous Buckeye fan too. Like I just think the older I've got, like I just don't have time to stick around with sports. I'm doing other shit. But what were you just saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like Joe Burrow and all that shit is like, I just think you have to protect him or the guy's going to pull what Sean Watson did.
Deshaun?
Yeah. Like,
what'd he do?
He didn't want to play for Houston, so he sat out because they wouldn't trade him. They told him they weren't going to trade him. Mm-hmm. And then he sat out because he said, fuck it. You guys aren't going to put me on a different team. I'll just sit out. And if you have $200 million guaranteed, you don't give a fuck if you play or not.
That's what's kind of sad. Definitely, Patrick Mahomes is kind of the only guy that's like you just said, leading the Trojan horse when it comes to, hey, we're paying you now. Fucking produce.
Well, he produced before he even got that fucking.
Well, and same with Joe.
Yeah, no. 100%.
Same with Joe. So I get it. But like, it seems like what's going on with Deshaun?
Yeah, that last week that was a little weird.
No, you're gonna have to fill me in. How is he doing? Like,
think
of me as like I haven't even watched one Browns game really.
He looked okay early in the season.
Okay.
And then week 2 he looked really bad. But I think
that's only 2 games, right?
Yeah, but. The first game, obviously, I went to the Bengals-Browns game, and he looked okay. I mean, he didn't play great or anything, but he looked good enough. Yeah. He did enough. You know, he rushed for a touchdown. He passed for 1, I think. But the second game was kind of an anomaly because that's the game that Nick Chubb blew his knee out. And as a teammate, when you see something like that happens, it kind of fucks up the game for you because you kind of stop caring. Like, you really do. It's not that you don't care about winning or losing, but when you see something like that...
No, I don't think that's true at all.
Dude, go back and watch the game.
No, I played a lot of football. When one of your studs gets hurt, everyone else on the fucking team's like, all right, we're going to fucking do it for that guy. Let's fucking win this bitch for him.
I think to the degree... I don't think you understand to the degree that he got injured in front of everybody. Like, everybody thought his career was over.
I know. He got fucked up.
Yeah, his fucking knee bent in half.
Look at Aaron Rodgers. That motherfucker's already walking.
Yeah, well, it's an Achilles tear. He didn't get his fucking knee bent in half, okay?
No, I get it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that going into that game, we were perfectly fine. We had a good game plan. We were doing really well. Nick Chubb went down. I'm not blaming that on the entire game, but I think that it took all the wind out of our sails. It really did.
Yeah.
When you see something like that happen.
It can go one or the other way. 100%.
Yeah, and it definitely went the worst way. It could have gone.
Went
We
south.
lost. Yeah, we lost, and then
Who'd you guys play?
Pittsburgh, which sucks,
Oof.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Happens.
It's a rivalry game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep, it is. It does happen.
But he came back in week 3, looked really good. We played the Titans, and we fucking shitted on him, and then he looked really good that game. Looked like he should be Deshaun Watson. And then this past week, he had, some kind of shoulder soreness or something, and they thought he was going to play. They said he could play, but he, sat himself out, and then we got fucking crushed by the Ravens. It was horrible. We started a 5th-round rookie, and he played absolute ass. And not completely to his fault, because our head coach decided to take a 5th-round rookie and throw the ball 36 times, which is absolutely retarded. And it's just dumb.
What's
That's a terrible
sad
gameplay.
is, and this is what I just hear through the grapevine and shit like that. Everything I've heard is Cleveland has all the potential in the world. They have all the talent in the fucking world. They just, I don't know if it's an upstairs thing. I don't know if they can't figure it out. Chemistry with the guys. I just don't understand.
I'm starting to boil it down to right now. Our problem is coaching.
You think?
Yeah, our head coach is kind of a problem right now. Not too big of a problem. We're still winning.
We've
got
gotten rid of
that.
so many fucking. You have to keep a fucking quarterback. Stop, shitting on.
Deshaun Watson's it. I mean, we paid him 5 years, $230 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed, the entire contract. He's gonna be there for 5 years.
Okay.
Unless we trade him for whatever reason. And but Kevin Stefanski is. We'll see. It's getting rough, and he's got to figure it the fuck out. Because coming out of this bye week, we're on a bye week this week, and then we play the 49ers next week.
Oof. So no. Well,
we'll see.
You never know. Hey.
Well, the thing is with that, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you have to be able to beat teams like that.
Yeah.
You have to.
By default, I'm a Browns fan, so I'm rooting for the Brownies. Hopefully they can get it done. Can you believe how much T Swift is doing for the NFL right now?
Dude, I don't even want to talk about that.
Dude, come on, dude. She's literally making Travis Kelce so famous.
You're an idiot. I already know what you're trying to do. I've seen.
Dude, I can't. I don't understand. But it's two different worlds. You have girls that probably have watched a couple football games in their life or something like that. They know of football, but they don't fucking know probably Travis Kelce. I mean, we do. Travis Kelce's fucking huge.
They've probably heard their boyfriends talking about him or something.
Yeah, or seen a picture of him or something like that. But I mean, dude, I guess when that shit comes to town, that city makes millions. On
their
top
ticket
of
sales
millions.
are up 200%.
Well, and
Travis Kelce's jerseys are up 230%.
Travis, if you guys go check out his podcast stuff, but he said on his podcast here recently that he doesn't like that the NFL is just
it's fucking
always
weird.
Well, yeah, just always panning to her and bullshit. I get it.
It's weird.
To be fair, I mean, you probably could say this. There's a couple artists in the world that have this type of pull. I would put Drake up there. I'd put Kanye. Sure, I'd put Taylor Swift. I'm not even going to go down the list. Whatever, but they're on that level of Michael Jackson to where. Well, hold on. To where when they go into a city, he couldn't go to basketball games and shit because it would shut down.
Yeah,
Okay, so I guess she's not on that level, but she's got to be knocking on the fucking door.
Michael Jackson is the most famous person ever.
That's not true. I heard Elvis was even more. You know what I mean? There's okay, but to be fair, there's generations of those Michael Jacksons, and I think Taylor Swift, like I said, is knocking on that door. Drake, fucking like you said, Beyonce. There's a couple of them up there. We're just and shout out my boy Morgan Wallen. I'm not saying he's on that level yet, but if he keeps on that fucking trajectory he's on, he sold out the stadium.
He's definitely
back-to-back
He's
nights.
Definitely one of the, if not the biggest country artist of all
right
time.
Now. Well, to be fair,
he's knocking on the fucking Garth Brooks numbers, dude. Garth Brooks.
Yeah, still okay. Garth Brooks, perfect example. That motherfucker,
he's
dude,
famous in the
still.
country.
Yeah,
in the country fans. He's not like world famous. I mean, he is. I mean, he's world famous.
Yeah.
And in the eyes of country music, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's be
but
fair.
Like Drake couldn't even go to a fucking
ass.
mall in Tokyo without getting mobbed. Okay.
Did you see Sammy?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I saw her.
Sammy,
pictures.
go check out her episode. She's gonna come on the podcast hopefully here soon to talk about it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
So, like I said, go check out her episode. She's a huge Drake fan. Her dreams came true. So always follow your dreams. Keep shooting for the fucking stars and always shoot your shot. But supposedly she went to this concert. He like picked her out. She has like all of his albums tatted on her. Like ginormous like Drake fan. Insane, knows everything about the dude, anything, ins and outs. So she's already been posted on his Instagram once for the first one. Okay. So then they do this. I don't know if they bought meet and greet passes. I don't know. Hopefully she can come on and explain the whole thing. But from what I know, they hugged on stage. They chilled. Like they maybe went backstage for a little bit, talked, and then either he really fucked with her or something, but he invited her to the next concert. All paid for, flew her out, like everything to the next concert. Yeah.
Where's it at?
I don't know off the top of my head. Like I said, hopefully she'll come on. I'm pretty sure she will, but like she only sent it to a couple of us like on her Snapchat because she didn't want to like I don't know. Yeah. But she was on the fucking plane. Like she sent it to me and she went down there and
she already went.
Yeah.
That's where she was for that concert. Didn't she post it on Instagram?
I know she. I think Drake was in Ohio. Had to have been in Ohio, and then I guess went to the next one.
Unless he was like in Pittsburgh or something. You know?
I don't know. Yeah. I have no clue. But she was on a plane, got to fly there. I mean, that's just like I said, dreams do come true. So
yeah, that's nutty shit. He just dropped an album.
Yeah, go check it out. Shout out Drake. Bangers on top of bangers. But he's like I said, bringing it full circle. He's up there with like some of the top creators in the world.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's probably the biggest artist of all time, to be honest.
I don't know. Yeah.
And
it's so hard. Because to be fair, I think. Wait, did I have the argument? No, I don't think it was with you. I had an argument with some dude. I can't remember off the top of my head who's the number one like rapper album wise is. Yeah, who do you think it is?
Who do I think the number one rapper of all time is?
But statistically, there is one that beats out all of them when it comes to like album sales, platinum records, like
everything. The one that beats out everybody is Jay-Z.
No, not even close.
Jay-Z has gone platinum on every single album he's ever dropped.
I wish I was better at internet and stuff like that. I could pull it up, but it's Eminem.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say Eminem's the number one.
Eminem,
he's the greatest rapper of all time.
I think it went Eminem. To be fair, Lil Wayne next.
Well, yeah, those are usually.
I don't think Jay-Z was like. I think Jay-Z was top 5, but he wasn't top 3. I don't think.
I think
Kanye was 3rd.
I don't think Jay-Z's like.
I'm not a huge
Jay-Z fan.
We're gonna have to rewind. But his numbers, Jay-Z.
But his numbers don't lie. Like he's gone.
He hasn't come out with a banger in fucking forever.
He's gone platinum on every single.
Dude, Jay-Z is a wizard. You know he doesn't write down. It's all up here.
That's Lil Wayne.
No. Jay-Z's the same way. Look, I've listened to 2 podcasts.
His lyrics.
Didn't Lil Wayne just drop something in Eminem? I think maybe.
But I always say Eminem
might be talking on my ass.
Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time. Numbers don't lie.
That dude
fucking
insane.
spits crazy.
Yeah. When Snoop Dogg signed you saying that, that's insane.
Dr. Dre.
Huh?
He signed with Dre.
No. I'm saying when Snoop Dogg came on and was like, I saw an interview where he was like greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Eminem, easily.
Yeah. The Game says the same thing. 50 Cent says the same thing.
Yeah.
Tony Yayo, they all say the same thing.
It's just lyrically,
he's untouchable.
I don't know. But hopefully you guys are hanging in there. We've kind of been bouncing all over the place. We hit a little bit of sports. I guess even a little bit of music. Talked a little bit about life. But one of the biggest reasons why I was kind of harping on that a little bit, I'm glad it seems like you're liking your job and stuff like that, is because I would say we're getting older, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And the pressure, and I can see it, and I'll try and elaborate as much as I can on the whole situation, and then I'd love to get your opinion. So my assistant, shout out Will, awesome guy, My best friend Tyler knows him, jiu-jitsu, like just big dude, like just European dude, like just a salt of the earth. Every homeowner loves this dude, but he's 21 or 22. And I vividly remember he's going through the same thing I did when I was that age. And like I said, I'm going to try and weave this in for you guys, but being a man at that age is insane. The amount of pressure on you, you're almost like a fucking pressure cooker. Because you'll start seeing guys around you where maybe they did get a little lucky, or maybe they did grind a little harder than you, or maybe they did have that connection that you didn't.
Just gotta keep pushing.
Well, and they get something. They're like, fuck, that dude's got a dope truck. Damn, he just bought a house. Well, got a new apartment. Like, you know what I mean? And you start seeing those. And you don't be don't be jealous and don't be a dick to that guy for him busting his ass to get something like that. Whatever. Even if he was giving it, whatever. But use it as like fuel to be like, you know what? Let me go talk to that guy. Let me see. Hey, what'd you do? Like, but he's going through the thick of it right now, and he's like, dude, I gotta make more money. Like, I gotta do this, and like, he sees me where I'm only 26, and yeah, I bought a house when I was 20. I moved out at 18. Like, I hit the ground running hard and fucking fast because I had to. My back was always pinned against the fucking wall, it felt like. And the biggest saying is pressure makes fucking diamonds. And the pressure a guy goes through when he's probably 20 to 30 is probably insane, because you have to fucking establish yourself. And because when you're walking around, it isn't a dick swinging contest, but it almost is. It's like, damn. Are you feeling at the age of 26 now, like, you're 26, right? Oh, you're almost 26.
About to be 26.
But, like, are you feeling that pressure because you still haven't found that career job that you want to do, or you still haven't built, like, that trade that, like, you could maybe go out on your own, or are you feeling the pressure? And you don't have to, like, get too into it, or if you want to open up, I feel like I would greatly appreciate it because I want to be here for you, man.
Yeah, I would say yes and no. No, because, like, I'm like the type of person that I believe that if you just don't quit, like if you just keep pushing, like good things will happen. And it may not be the exact thing that you want, you know, but it'll probably be the thing that you need, you know, if that makes sense. I'm trying to elaborate in a way that people would kind of understand, where it's like,
well,
you have to be really like honest with yourself.
Oh,
in a sense
100%.
In a sense of like, you've dug yourself a hole. You have to get yourself out. So if that means I have to work a shit job for a couple years and I'm behind a little bit, and that's fine. But eventually, if you just keep pushing, eventually you'll find your way, which I think goes with anything.
Okay.
And
But okay, so how do you get out of that crap job? Do you keep pushing at that crap job and hope to one day that it doesn't become a crap job and you actually move up in the company or something like that?
I think it depends on the angle that you take it at. If you want to be more technical about it,
yeah.
For somebody who's in a position like that, because I've had so many jobs.
Yeah.
And
like I said, hold on. Before you go any farther, I don't want you to think that I'm like putting you down in any way, and I don't want to feel like I feel like I'm bragging in any way.
Because I mean,
I just want to be
for
here
you to
for
hurt
you,
my feelings. It would have to be I would have to be like in the shittiest part of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
I think a lot of people can relate to either me or you, and like we're kind of in two different worlds. Like, I have a wife, I have kids. Like I said, I moved out at 18. Like, I had to do everything hard, fast. Like, and you took like a different approach, and I'd love to get your opinion on that because, the pressure of being that in that age gap, and especially nowadays, like where I'm seeing these chicks like walk up to guys and be like, "Let me see your bank account." I'm like, "What?
Yeah, no.
What?
I have no interest in a girl like that.
But to be fair, 100%, like that's ballsy.
I don't care if I had $2 million in the bank.
Yeah, I'm still
that's
not showing
my money.
Yeah,
it's not your money. You have no concern.
Oh, I'd be like,
we're not married. So I don't.
But what I'm getting at is, I feel like a lot of people can either relate to me or you, and if you could like open up a little bit about like maybe what your game plan is going forward in the next couple years, or like, do you think this is the job that you want to? Because no shame, Amazon, massive company. There's probably so many potential to grow in that company. It's insane. And then I'm pretty sure the benefit programs and stuff that they offer, like where they might even send you to college, or I don't know. robotics, like you can start thinking about AI. That's one of the topics I'd like to jump into, but I'll shut up and I'll let you I'd love to hear it.
But I mean, like I was saying, I've worked so many jobs.
Yeah,
like, so many jobs. And as where I was younger, I was kind of a little shithead. I didn't really give a fuck about a lot of things.
Because a lot of times I can bite you in the ass.
Shithead.
Well, job and I can say this for a fact. Jobs do not like if I sit you down and you're coming to work for me and I see that you're like ding 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 ding, like there's 1,000 and you're only like this old. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Whereas also at the same time, some people like that. Like the age we're getting at is a little different. But when you're 19, 20 and you've had 4 or 5 jobs, usually people understand that you're just a kid. You don't really know what you're doing.
Yeah, I know.
But the good news is that you've tried these things. You have a little bit of experience, and that's what I was going to get into. If you're a kid between like 20 and 25, don't be ashamed to have a resume where it seems like you only stayed at a job for a year. Or
a year is one thing. A year is one thing. But a month, 2 months, like where your boss looked at you and like said something. And you're like, fuck you, like I'm banging out. Like, sometimes that type of shit will bite you in the ass.
Yeah, no, 100%. If you've only had a month at a job, don't even put it on your resume.
Well, no, they can look at that. Yeah, they pull that shit up. Like,
I'm just saying, don't do that. You need to fix that immediately. I can honestly say about myself is that I have never worked somewhere that I didn't put in at least 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And know that, like, because I'm the type of person that it's like, I know with a job, it's going to suck at first. Because especially if it's something you've never done. You have no experience. You're going to suck. Like, you have to be okay with that. So put in 6 months. And if you fucking hate your life by 6 months, leave. Or keep pushing. Mm-hmm. You have 2 choices. If you're fucking miserable, I don't recommend anybody stay at a job that they're miserable at. I really don't.
Hold on. But
unless you're making progress.
Yeah. Well, to play devil's advocate, I'd like to interject just a couple little grenades maybe in here. Sorry. But if it's a shitty job, because I'm not going to lie, all jobs are not fun, especially ones that you can make a living.
Yeah.
Dude, I scooped up 2 dead mice.
Dude.
No, I'm terrified of mice. I fuck with snakes. I'll squish your spiders. I'll hold a snake, whatever.
I'll pick 2 mice up with my teeth.
Oh, bro, they fucking give me the heebie-jeebies. But to be fair, like I said, I don't want to fucking be doing that. But it's providing for my family. It's giving me the life that I do want. Is that ever in the back of your mind where maybe it is dog shit right now?
Like my dad brought it up the other day because he's been thinking about starting a business, and he just he threw out kind of a joke, or we saw this like landscaping gear and shit, and he was like. It's like, maybe that's where I can start, like landscaping. I was like, that's a lot of hard work. Like at first, I told him, because I know some people who've owned their own landscaping.
And it's super hard to break into that
Cameron
business.
Collins, great businessman. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He passed away a few years ago. Yeah. But anyway, he owned a really like semi-successful landscaping business. It was gonna be successful for sure. Cameron had the business mindset. He landscaped his whole fucking life. He knew what he was doing. But anyway. I was just telling him, I was like, look, that's a lot of hard work.
Well, it's hard to break into because everyone has one of those.
Yeah, but he was like, well, that's hard work for you and your brother. And I was like, for $40 an hour it is. He was like, I'll pay you $40 an hour.
100%.
And I was like, for me, that's worth it.
Yeah, if you can help start a business and stuff.
Well, my thing is I'll do shit work. Like, I'll do hard work for sure, as long as the compensation's there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, where I've worked for a few companies. My first plumbing job, dude, I was making like $14 an hour. You want to talk about a shitty time?
Guess what I started at Simple Bath?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But
now look at me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So, and I just say that because
100% if I was a little more dedicated to the craft, but I just didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't my thing. But some people do enjoy it.
But do you think you'd enjoy weeding all day? Weeding
for $40 an hour? Yes.
No, bro. Fuck that.
I'll be out there listening to a podcast.
That's cool, bro. No fucking way. All right, but then what are you doing in the winter?
I'm the type of dude that salt and fucking
Yeah, but where are you going to get the contracts? That's the biggest thing.
Go out and hunt them, bro.
And Ohio is very wishy-washy when it comes to fucking snow.
Well, yeah, of course.
It snows like 2 times fucking hard enough to where you need it plowed.
That, or sometimes it snows 10 times that way, or 100 times. Yep. It just depends, really.
But shout out the boy Wes. His boss called him one day and he was like, "Hey brother, like one of my buddies needs help. Do you want to go plow with him?" He made fucking like $300 like in 4 hours in one night because he was up to like, I think he went out at like 1 a.m. and didn't get back till 6 or some shit.
That was a little side gig I had for a little bit over at 5 Seasons. My brother worked there for a few years, and they would hire people, like basically subcontract you to help them do salt because they had like a big snowstorm. Dude, I made like $600 in one night.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Because I was just out there, and I wasn't even doing that much. Yeah. I mean, just throwing salt, plowing, and most of it's driving around. You're just tired as fuck because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, but they pay you fucking $30 an hour.
To do it,
yeah. I mean, and it's like, if you don't have a fucking job, that's a perfect way to just go make some quick money, do a 12-hour shift.
Especially if you're like a fucking night owl instead of fucking gaming all night or fucking
some quick
watching
cash.
Anime, watching fucking movies.
And they pay you at the end of the night. Boom.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it is. It is sweet. But going back to my main point is being that, like, I feel the pressure kind of because I feel pressure more. I'm very hard on myself, very hard on myself.
You have to be.
Yeah,
that might. I don't know if that's just a guy or gal thing, but guys, I feel like are just fuck
because I mean, but at the same time, you have to be forgiving of yourself as well. Yeah, because like if you don't, there's just too much. Like there's so much pressure on a guy's shoulders. At the end of the day, you have to do a lot of things for people that you love. And just because you don't have it all figured out right now doesn't mean you should fucking beat yourself up about it, is what I'm saying. But, I guess I'm just really hard on myself. So I know how far I could be. That's the frustrating part.
And like, I know personally. Do you think it's your temper? Do you think, what do you think is the cause of, like, are you saying you're getting in your own way? Or what is it? Because I feel like that's the biggest thing someone can relate to is like, it is.
A lot of it had to do with, like, honestly, and that's why I preach so many times, like, people, if they need help, to go get it and things like that. Yeah. Was like, I had a lot of harbored emotions from, like, being a kid, and those things bottle up, man. Like, because I did not have, like, a great childhood at all. And I know you didn't either. Mm-hmm. But people deal with things differently.
100%.
You know, and it was like there was a lot of harbored anger and things like that kept me subconsciously, like without even me really realizing it, just affecting me every day. Yeah. You know, and then until you sit down and kind of like peel back the layers a little bit, which a lot of guys, especially blue collar guys like us, don't do that a lot. And
yeah, you're a blue collar worker, right?
Yeah, for a while. I mean,
well, is your job now a blue? That's blue collar. That's, like I mean, you're still physical. Isn't a truck driver blue collar?
Physical labor every day. I mean, I'm lifting 70-pound packages. I mean,
are you saying you're about to get fucking shredded, Dan?
Maybe
shredded.
But
I got a good workout in today.
Yeah, the point being is
shout out Planet Fitness.
Yeah, like if you don't sit down and peel back the layers, which I've gotten to over the years, and now I'm
in do you think it's because you're older?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thank you, dude. Remember, boys, your brain doesn't even fully develop till you're 25, but damn, I swear, like, I think, and it could be even because I have a kid. You can, I feel like I can, like, break shit down so much easier or faster.
Well, trials and tribulations, really, like, going through everything, you know, like breakups, fucking friendships, all this stuff. That's why I tell people who don't get out and, like, talk to girls or, like, have a lot of friends, go make friends.
It's easier said than done.
But what I'm saying is, a lot of people are scared of failure, and that's the thing. But the thing is that you learn the most from your losses instead of your wins.
100%.
Because, like, I have gone through the worst breakups ever, like, just to pin it on one thing, you know, like the worst breakups, because I am the type of guy that's like
head over heels.
Yeah, if I like somebody, even my friends, like I love you guys to death. If anything happened, I would be tore up because that's just who I am. Like that's just who I am. Yeah. But you learn about yourself through things like that. Yeah. Like like with Cam Collins dying, and it's like that's another thing that you can learn from. Like on days that I don't want to go into work, Cam's the type of guy that goes into work every fucking day.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me this week.
In my head, I'm like, Cameron would be fucking texting me right now, like, you little bitch, get out of fucking bed. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you want to be a fucking loser your whole life?
Yeah.
And that's just the type of friend he was. In a friendly way, though. You know, he's saying it to better you.
Yeah.
Not to, like, tear you down. Some people can't handle that type of shit, but he knows who can.
No, it's the person that it's coming from. If you know that person actually loves you and they're...
the mic up.
And they're fucking telling you, like, hey, get the fuck up, get moving. Like, and maybe at the end of it, they'll be like, I'm saying this because I do fucking love you. Like, you need those people in your life. And, like,
100%.
A lot of times, like, Kayla, shout out Kayla, go check out her episode. She's that chick for me, dude. Like, I'll be like, dude, am I being a fucking bitch? And she'll be like, yeah. So, I feel like you do need that fucking person in your life. But I appreciate you fucking opening up and saying some shit.
Like, it's just, you can't be afraid of things like that. Like, you have to go through some shit to learn some shit. If you
make it to the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel, yeah, you're gonna fucking learn a lot of dope ass cool shit.
There's a yin and a yang to life.
And you hopefully could get through life a lot easier.
A lot of fucking sucky shit, but on the other side is a lot of good lessons that you can learn from, and that's how you better build a future and a person in yourself. And that's the biggest thing is, like, when you go through losses and things like that, like, look inwards. Don't look at everybody else. Look inwards, because that's the key to figuring shit out. You can look at somebody else and tell them they're a piece of shit for treating you one way, but why were you there? Yeah. Or, you know, you can look at somebody else and blame them for losing the job or whatever the fuck it is, but you have to turn inwards at some point. Like, 100%. You have to, or else you'll never fucking learn anything. You'll hate your life. I mean, really, you will. And I know that sounds extreme, but, like, I've been that guy. Like, I've been that fucking guy before, where it's like, you blame so much on other shit that you kind of forget that you're fucking a part of it too. Like, yeah.
And that's where you really do. Sometimes you have to self-reflect. Sometimes you do have to look in the mirror and be like, dang, am I the guy getting in my freaking way?
Like,
yeah. Well, dude, I appreciate you freaking opening up. I feel like hopefully you guys can relate to either some of this. And it seems like to kind of wrap that, like, little segment up, it's hard to be a gal or girl. I can't speak for the women.
I don't know what it's like
one day I can maybe get my wife on here and fucking sit down and ask her a little bit about that. A little baby P, but
she gets a little older.
Yeah, opening up about, like, the pressures a guy goes through, or, like, being in the stage where you do have eyes on you looking at you for that job, or where we went into how many jobs you've had on a resume. Like, there's so many ways that you could look at it, and like I said, pretty much self-reflecting, looking inwards, and looking at yourself is the best way to diagnose a problem, solve a problem, and probably move forward. It does fucking suck.
It sucks.
But sometimes that's what you got to fucking do. Mm-hmm. So hopefully you guys can relate to that. We're going to take a short break, and then I think we're going to jump back into a spinoff on that. Do you think maybe walking through life and stuff like that might be easier if you could find a partner? So we'll be right back. And we're back. So like I said, spinning off of that last topic about, like, how much pressure it feels like when you're around this age and stuff. Just keep pushing forward, keep powering forward. Always shoot your shot. Yeah. One thing I thought, kind of spinning off of that, like I said, what if you found a partner to walk through life with? Do you think it'd be way easier? That one person you can rely on, the one person that always has your back, in your corner. Do you think you're trying to find that now at the age you're at? Or are you more just like, things will happen when they happen?
I've actually gone on a couple dates with...
Sheesh, the mullet's crushing right now?
Yeah. One girl, we've been on 2 dates.
Shit.
I'm going on a third,
do I know this lady?
No.
Good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Younger, older?
Like our age.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Went to a Blue Jackets game the other day.
Nice. Blue Jackets, that's a great... I need to take the wifey to that.
It was a good time. She really impressed me. She, like, never been to a hockey game.
Yeah, that's
kind of into it. Like, she was,
like, a lot of the dates I took my wife on, she's never done any of it. Those, I mean, those are dates that, like, she'll always remember. They're pretty wicked. That's dope. Blue Jackets can't go wrong.
Yeah, she said she was kind of, like, hesitant because she'd never been to a hockey game, you know?
Oh.
But she was like, I'm glad I came, you know.
Huh. Why would you be hesitant to go see a hockey game?
She's not really like a
going out type of person?
Well, like a sports type deal or things like that.
So just like, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Just trying something different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just like anybody gets nervous, so try something different.
So that's cool. So maybe you see a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a good job.
Okay, so a partner mentality in her. That's dope. Clearly, because you've taken it on more than one date. All right. Well, I'd say to kind of flip out of that whole like serious topic. Bro, have you heard anything about this Chat GPT AI shit?
Yeah.
If you really are listening to Joe Rogan. That. Oh, your chick does?
Yeah, and her job.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
That is nuts. But what do you think about it? Do you know anything about it? Everything I've heard is like it seems like a lot of these jobs where you're clicking behind on a computer, they might come in and take that fucking job. Like you can literally, like a lawyer or whatever, you can just tell Chat GPT to fucking what happened this or either paralegal some again. I might be talking to my ass, but what I've listened to on podcasts and stuff like that, that's what they're saying about this Chat GPT shit. Like
I feel like
all the coding shit like that.
I feel like they really like. The problem with that is that with anything that's new, like that people are really into, I feel like the immediate reaction for people is to like panic, and I don't know why.
Well, it's nature. It's like okay,
change.
That's woven into our fucking DNA, brother. First time, every dinosaur movie, every movie you fucking see, what are the Neanderthals or like the people when they touch the fire, like, oh fuck, like what is this? They're fucking running away. Something's new.
Panicking.
But humans are very like good at adapting.
Yeah, no, 100%. There's like people who don't understand how we survived like the very first extinction of the dinosaurs. But I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said that. He was like, the reason why humans would last longer than probably anything is because of our ability of adaptation. Like we can adapt to any type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we just figured it out. He said, now that doesn't mean everybody's going to make it.
Yeah. No. That'll probably be like some fucking natural selection shit. Like the strong will survive. Darwin's
humans
theory.
will carry on unless there's some type of doomsday like event.
Nukes,
nukes are just the fucking world explodes or something crazy. But but what I was saying is like I feel like everybody's initial reaction is to panic, and it's not a bad thing. But I think that people go to the extremes, which you shouldn't just look at the extremes because some of those things are actually really helpful. And do I think it's like a good thing? Probably not. Like in my personal opinion, I don't think AI is a good idea.
Why do you say that?
I just think that I think eventually, because of the simple fact that as far as like the betterment of humanity, or
you would have knowledge beyond your imagination.
Yeah, but my thing is like the idea of you don't want it to become one of those things where it's like have you ever seen
the robot movies?
Yes,
100%.
Where it's like exactly for the betterment of you, I'm going to force you to not do this.
The only thing that is alarming to me is if that is true, the amount of people that are not going to have jobs is going to be insane. Because until they actually make a robot that can actually like hold a tool and actually fucking go to work and stuff like that.
I mean,
anything on the internet. No, yeah, but not like not.
I get what you're saying.
They have a bricklaying robot. Now, to be fair, they are coming out with different homes that don't even need like I legit just saw this home that blows up into like a fucking balloon. They lay rebar over this like balloon thing, pour concrete on it, deflate the fucking thing, and like almost like what you've seen in like a Mars movie or something.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's fucking nuts. But until like the robot can like do some shit like that or some carpentry, like hanging this, blah blah blah, whatever. Anything on the internet that AI thing's gonna do better than you.
There has to do.
It could surf the web like wham.
There has to be a turn off button. Like somebody
100%.
needs to make that, which 100%. I think that's the biggest thing that the movies
and that's what
don't
Elon
capture.
And all them are a little bit.
Is like there is going to be.
No, bro, Will Smith take care of it. It's all good.
No, fuck that. Fuck Will Smith. First of all,
Will Smith, he'll take care of it.
Just slap all the robots.
No, you know that movie, right? I Robot or something like that.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like, at what point does that thing become not self-aware, but just aware to the point where it's like, because we are a detriment to the earth. We're destroying it every day. I mean, and it's sad.
Are we?
Really, 100%, dude. 100%.
Are you into the theory about global warming and shit?
Yeah, I believe global warming.
Really?
Dude, we haven't had a fucking white Christmas in 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever noticed that?
Well,
it's kind of a problem.
And
maybe
really
it has something to do with it's October and it's 80 degrees.
I would say you should broaden your horizons, because I feel like if you are a true listener,
it's a myth?
No, it's not. But the things that I've heard, we should honestly be more of a worried about a cool down than anything.
I've heard that as well.
Like the glaciers and shit coming back, but I think everyone's worried. The thing that's really worrying is the water rising. That's what everyone's really worried about.
Yeah, because
the glaciers melting, type of shit. Like the polar bears are pulling in. Like, I get all that, but like if like the scientists have like looked at this shit or some like I said, this is where you kind of get into those fucking conspiracy theories and bullshit like that. But no, if you open up your horizon and look outside of like the theories of global warming and shit like that, like they don't know even when first people landed, like the Egyptians and shit like that, about like the horizon. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, no one really knows fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like, besides, like, yeah, the worst thing could happen is like the water's fucking going up. That's, I think, is the biggest fucking problem. But the other global warming shit, like, I feel like it's always been like that. If you look at a fucking chart, it goes like this, brother. And the worst one is like where it gets way too fucking cold. That's the problem.
To me, just the original thought being that we are destroying the planet. I mean, we are a cancer to this planet.
Yeah, they do say like either, we are just like a growth, like a fucking fungus growing all over the earth.
Or an anomaly.
But, I don't know. There's so many fucking theories out there and stuff. And like, where kind of we spoke about it a couple times, like the fucking alien theory, like they're starting to show us these aliens, like they're fucking doing all kinds of crazy shit, but that AI might be able to give you the exact fucking fact, kind of spinning it full circle, the exact fucking fact of like, this is this, we're not throwing any fucking of our extra bullshit in there, because everyone does have a opinion about this. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. So
yeah, I think that I just don't think it's a good idea. To
AI.
Sum it up,
well,
I just don't think it's a good idea.
I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely optimistic, and the only reason I even brought it up is to kind of play devil's advocate with you. I'm glad you said the other aspect of it, because I feel like I'm more of an optimist. I hope the best, but I mean, I'm also the type of dude that's got like a fucking go bag. Like I'm also prepared for the worst. Like,
yeah.
I know how, like, life is like a fucking little white line that you're walking, and it's very easy to go either way. And like the shit in it, again, maybe it's because I did become a dad. Like, maybe it's because I have, I guess, a broader view, or these other people I'm listening to, the podcast I'm consuming, like these guys that I do look up to that have an open mind, that are willing to sit down and have a conversation with someone and talk about maybe a hard topic and stuff like that. And I'm definitely grateful having you come on and start this podcast and shit with us. And I hope you guys can relate to some of the stuff. I know we were kind of bouncing all over. We did a little chat GPT AI, like sports, Taylor Swift, music, freaking channel growth. Go check out all the channels. We even talked, like, we got serious and talked about like the hardships that people go through in life. And I'm very grateful that you opened up. But to wrap it up on one more thing, job-wise, have you ever thought about joining the military?
Yes, I have.
What's the holdback on that? I feel like the military would be fucking pretty cool for you.
Well, currently I'm on antidepressants, so you have to be off for a year before you can join, which is fine because I've thought about coming off anyway.
Okay.
But nothing really held me back before I think it was just trying to, because I feel like that's not what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like it felt
but
like
it's something you could have tried.
Yeah, no, 100. Well, it's a commitment for sure.
It's you do a 4-year contract.
Yeah, I know, but
that's a 4 years of like good fucking physical fitness, fucking
it's not a bad
honestly,
thing.
and you could travel the world for free.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
It's not,
and I've thought about it for sure, like many times. I actually
you come out with great benefits, fucking everything.
And it's not completely out of play just yet.
I don't know what the cutoff age is.
It's like 35 for the Army.
35? Yeah, holy shit.
It's old. Like,
is it really?
Yeah, dude. Look it up. I blew my mind.
I thought it'd be like 28.
I started kind of thinking
dang.
about it again a few months ago. I was
but
like,
that's
maybe
true.
That's maybe something I could
okay, maybe.
I'm only 25. You know
there is fucking UFC fighters still fucking beating ass and taking names.
40s, bro. Could you imagine in 15 more years you're like still punching people in the face for a living? That'd be crazy.
It'd be fucking dedicated. I mean, my best friend fucking...
That's
dude, he's getting ready to fucking compete like on the big shit.
Yeah, I know. I remember him.
He's been fucking dialed it in.
That.
Yeah, he just came over last weekend. It was cool catching up with him. Hopefully we can get him on. Maybe we can get him on right after he gets back so we can talk a little bit about that.
But yeah, I mean, I've considered it. It's still probably still in play if it's there if I need it for now. But yeah, I've definitely thought about it.
Okay. All right. Well, do you want to wrap it up with anything else?
I'm good.
All right, cool. Like I said, I appreciate you opening up. Hopefully you guys are liking this, following along on this journey. I know we were kind of like all over the place. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. These are going to be dropping every Monday, so like, subscribe, follow us along on this journey. Check out all the other channels. Thank you so much. The BFE Boys, we're out.